I want you to imagine, this is a thought experiment. I want you to imagine, if you will, the world the day before the microscope was invented. Kind of, what did the world look like? 24 hours before the microscope was invented. And then I want you to fast forward 24 hours till after the microscope was invented. Now, I want to ask yourself, the question, does the world change much? Right? Does it look much different? Probably not. Most people shake their heads. It's changed that much. And I think it looks exactly the same. But something has changed. And the day before the microscope was invented, and the reason I have this big eye, of course, it catches your attention, but is we saw things with the naked eye. That's all we could see. That's all the access we had. And so a drop of water is just a drop of water. And now I invent the microscope, and the drop of water is so much more. Because I can see things in the drop of water that were always there, but now I can access them. That's really powerful, because I get to see all those things that you learned about in high school biology, paramecium and euglena and amoeba. And I can see all kinds of things that I never saw before, but they were always there. This is the key, right? Reality didn't change. The way we access reality changed. And that changed the world for us, because what did we do? We started washing our hands, because we had germ theory now. We had proof that these things existed. And we just got done or almost done with the pandemic, folks, right? We know about the effect of these things that we can't see now. But the world itself didn't change much. And that's a powerful thing to understand. And the reason it's powerful to understand is, if you look at the microscope, you're just using a different lens to see the world. And you're seeing the world a little more clearly. You're seeing what I'm going to refer to as objective reality, the thing that exists outside of our senses. You're seeing it clearer. It always existed, but now you know it. And when you use these things in science, they refer to them not usually as lenses, but sometimes as mental models. And when you have these new mental models, when you have these new lenses, you see the world differently. You see the world a little clearer. And by seeing the world a little different, by seeing the world a little clearer, you're able to do things in the world that you haven't done before. Here's how it works, I think. When you see the world differently, you will think about the world differently. When you think about the world differently, you will act differently. When you act differently, you will see the world differently. They all go together, right? There's no beginning or end to it. We could say, here's how you do things in the world of Agile. We could say, here's what you think in the world of Agile, or here's what we see in the world of Agile. Because seeing things differently will allow you to think differently, and thinking differently will allow you to act differently. And I think most Agile courses teach you what to do. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but we're going to talk mostly about what you see. And I know that sounds really strange, but that's why I wanted to start this metaphor, because I want you to understand that the mental models and lenses will not only work in your professional life as Scrum Masters and product owners, or whatever it is that you do. It also is something that will help you in your personal life to understand that the way we see the world is really everything. And most people don't really realize that. They do at some point, but they don't really realize it. And we need to realize that. So I'm not trying to create cooks here. And I would say it's eminently practical, because given any situation, you're going to have mental models and lenses that are going to help you to survive and thrive. So that's what this is all about.